this thing on? Oh well. It's baseball season here in Huntsville, Texas. My name is Kendall Morris, and we're here to have an interview with head coach Jay Sirianni. Head coach Jay Sirianni has been a coach here at Sam Houston since 2015. Last year, he led the team to a WAC Southwest Division Championship, and this year he has so many goals that he would love to share with us. Here's what he had to say.
Well, I mean, I think our long-term goals of every year is ultimately to make it to Omaha. That's the prize of every college baseball team in the country, and I think we get up in August, starting that day, all the way to the end of whenever they tell us we're done. That's the mission, is to work to get to Omaha. But there's a long way in between there, and you got to try to play better and play well day in and day out, and continue to get better as a team. Well, short-term goals are they're really important, number one, but I think ours are probably really simple. And for us, it's play hard, have fun, compete, and win games. But the winning kind of takes care of itself if you play hard day in and day out and you keep getting better and you're having fun doing it. So the short-term goals, obviously, you really look at it, you got to stay healthy as a team. That's the biggest thing. And between the weight room, training room, all those things, you got to stay healthy.
Every team needs a group of leaders, somebody who's gone through the battle, started from the bottom and is at the top and is there to lead the team. Let's see what Coach has to say about that.
Well, I think we do have a lot of quality leaders in our team. We don't really designate guys as captains. It can be a new guy, it can be an old guy. We're going to bring in, a certain player here or there and just ask them their thoughts of the team. We really try to work hard at getting to understand the pulse of the clubhouse. That's the biggest part. That, guys may be tired, guys might have tests, whatever it may be, and so anytime you have the pulse of the team, it's really important. But some of our leaders really are Justin Wischkowski, Clayton Chadwick, Stephen Beard. These guys have been around, they've had experience, they've won, they've lost, they've been through this thing a few times. So we depend on those guys probably a little bit more than everybody, but for the most part, you got to have a pulse of your whole team. Well, I think our team motto is just play hard, have fun, and get better. This group is fun. They love to work at it. I think the joking motto is overcome the coaching. And anytime we make mistakes as coaches, we have to own that as much as they make mistakes. So they give us plenty of hard times when we goof something up as well.
Being a D1 athlete means you have to be a full-time student in order to play. That can be really hard, especially on these long road trips and just these late night games. We're just going to see what Coach has to say about their academics and how they keep up.
Well, the academic side, ultimately these guys are here to get a degree, and we stress that from day one. We have two academic ladies that do an incredible job, Miss Allison and Miss Megan. Between them and Coach Smith, we're asking each guy probably, that's maybe the second or third question of each day, how you doing, what's going on, and then how are classes going. And so I think it's just a line of constant communication that helps these guys understand that we're in it for them, not just on the baseball field, but also in life.
Being a great coach has a lot of challenges, and every time there's a new group that comes in, you just kind of have to adjust. Coach Jay Sirianni seems to do a pretty great job of that. Let's see how he lays out this season with his coaching.
That's a constant challenge. A really good coaching friend of mine that's a lot older than me told me at a younger age, you're going to continue to get older and they're always going to be 18 to 22. So, you're trying to keep in touch with them as far as what goes on in the world that they're living in. But I don't know. That's kind of a trick question. That's a tough one. Well, first, the Round Rock Classic it's an elite tournament. It's a national tournament. It's second to none. But I think the fun part was when we're pulling in and we got fans tailgating and our bus drivers honking and all those things. To me, those are the fun parts for not only us as a program, but really our kids. And that's the fun side of it. The tough side or the fun or the challenging side is we got a long way to go. We understand that, but I think we learned that if we play our game and continue to keep working at it, we're going to be in any game that we play.
Every team needs a foundation, or more so a drive, that takes them to get from game to game and practice to practice. One of those things is culture. It's a really big word that has a lot of different meanings. Let's see what Sam Houston baseball thinks culture is.
Culture is kind of the cool term, I guess now in athletics. I think culture's been around forever. I think the tighter these guys come together as a group, most of that happens through adversity. Tough times create tough people, and we've challenged these guys from August, and they've really bonded as a group. Some get along like brothers, some get along like long-lost cousins, and some are just friends. But the overall culture of it is, we're in this thing together, and it's not just the players and the coaches, but it's us. And I think that's the big key for us winning this year. Well, yeah, there's all kinds of things. We really talk about being on time, and really on time is late. That's the big thing. And so each time we come in the fall, me and another player, we're called battle brothers. And so I'm accountable for him. And if he screws up or goofs up, then we're both going to have to pay for something. And so a little bit of extra conditioning's never hurt anybody. If you forget something or those kind of things, that's one side of it. We do some team bonding stuff in the fall. We'll let you ask the players about those. They're fun. We all go on a fun run for a while, do some obstacle course stuff, and coaches are included. So we're hurting is worse than them, actually. But, I think the more we try to talk about just being together and being us versus whatever's out there, that's the key.
Unfortunately, one thing about being a Bearkat is there's not always a whole lot of fans. But in baseball, those parents travel day in and day out to see their kids play. They bring their kids, and students come out as well. There's always fun and laughter, and I really think that it has an impact on the team, and I think head coach Jay Sirianni would say that as well.
Well, I think our first off, we have an incredible fan base. These guys, they come out every night, they support us. I think it's just for our fans to see the passion in which our kids play. They play with great energy from the first inning through the ninth. They have a passion for winning. And I hope our fan base can understand that and see that these guys, one, they love each other, they love to compete, and they're here to win games.
It was great to hear from head coach Jay Sirianni. My name is Kendall Morris. Until next time, eat 'em up, Cats.